This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City.
Are we running?
We are running.
Well, here we go. Take off, Em. I'm ready to run.
Okay. This is John Cole.
And this is Emily Frankel.
And this is Emily.
Yes.
And we're going to do a post for my blog, M's Talkery. And I get to pick the subjects. I've said that many times. Are you bored by my hair saying that?
No, not at all. As long as you pick good subjects. If you don't pick a good subject, then I get upset.
I have a terrific subject.
Okay.
A very interesting subject.
Right.
John Cullum, what are you hooked on?
Oh.
What food? What recreation? What vice? Do you have a vice? No, you don't.
Could we change the subject?
No.
No. I used to be hooked on booze.
That's true. That's true. And it gained up beautifully. We had somebody who said there's no way he can give up booze. And he did it bang. And he hasn't budged from that.
No, that's a long
You're
time.
a booze giver up or non-budger.
That's right. And I went from booze to ice cream. Now I like ice cream.
Is a big thing for John.
Any kind of sweets, really, but ice cream is what I can just gobble up.
You're a gobbler.
I'm a gobbler on ice
Okay, now
cream.
I have to confess something.
What's that, Em?
I used to be hooked on green peas.
That's right. I would go all over town to find
fresh green peas, and I would eat them one by one.
That's right.
And I love fresh green peas.
Yes, I know. And I would.
Well, now I am hooked on. Ready?
I know what you're going to say.
Say it.
Jalapeno potato chips.
Yay! And who gets them for me?
Who do you think?
You.
That's right. I go scrounging around. You know, the 3 or 4 stores in our neighborhood are out of jalapenos because I keep going and getting them.
He brings home 3 bags.
Yeah.
And I put them in the hallway, and then I bring a bag into my office. And then when I'm tweeting or when I'm answering a whole pile of emails,
right,
I snack on them.
Yes. And how many do you give me, Emily?
I come into your office every once in a while.
And what do you give me? Teeny.
Well, you're making me like I'm a
No. I wouldn't be buying you all these jalapenos.
I'm also hooked on dried apricots.
That's right.
Non-sulfur dried apricots, and I'm also hooked on raw pistachios.
Right.
And sometimes I bring in John 5 or 6 raw.
That's right. You're very generous.
I don't give him too much. I keep him hungry.
That's her secret of success. That's the Jezebel in Emily. She knows how to keep me on the string.
Are you on the string?
Well, you know who I'm really hooked on?
What?
You.
I'm hooked on you.
All right.
Every time I see a picture of you, I kiss it.
Oh, my goodness.
Every time I see you, I kiss it. How many times a day do we hooked on kisses?
That's overdone. We shouldn't tell people too much. They see enough of our lovey-dovey stuff. You ought to see some of our arguments. Wow. We're not hooked on arguments, though, are we?
No.
No.
Not
Is there anything else that we should talk about that we're...
Well, no. I want to talk about other things that you're hooked on. Like, for instance, you're hooked on watching tennis.
Right. Well, I'm also hooked on... I like
Sports.
to watch, the stories about, outer space and gravity.
Nova. He loves Nova.
Yeah, I do. And I sometimes stay up late. Because Emily's not too pleased on that. I tell you what you're hooked on, and I don't know whether you want me to tell people or not.
Whisper it to me.
It's
No, don't tell them.
No. I'm hooked on it too.
I'm doing a blog on what I'm hooked on. It's a television show that I'm hooked on, but we're not allowed to talk about that because it'll spoil what's coming in another video. But John...
Be on the lookout.
No, I'm hooked on you.
All right.
And I'm hooked on your work. I'm hooked on your funny things that you do.
Like
and I'm hooked on jalapeno potato chips.
Yeah. Well, we're not too hooked on anything. We do a lot of different things, Emily.
But
and
we don't
done
smoke.
Them for a long time.
We don't drink.
Well, I used to do both of those.
So there's no hook except jalapeno potato chips.
I mean, if that's all you're hooked on, Emily, I don't think you're in too much trouble.
Well, John Cullum, I appreciate the input that you've had in this fascinating blog about what the Cullums are hooked on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emily, and I'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right?
This is AI.R. See you next week.